Hey YouTube, it's Miss Candies, and I'm just here today to just talk about the tips and techniques that I'm using to lose the weight and to make sure that I maintain a healthy lifestyle and keep it off. Like, I don't want to gain it back. So, yeah, I was requested to do this video by a couple of subscribers, and yeah, I just figured that since I was on this journey and I was discussing losing the weight, I might as well tell you guys how I was doing it. So, the first thing that I did was I researched. I I started by looking at people on YouTube who had been successful losing the weight, and one of the main people that was Beautiful Round Baby Doll. She really stressed researching and not just going into something blindfolded, like knowing what you're doing. So I looked at like a lot of other people like Finesse and Kitty, and yeah, I kind of did some of the stuff they were doing until I got what actually worked for me. I know that some of the stuff they were doing is like maybe a bit too extreme for me. Like I'm not that strict on myself. Like Beautiful by Baby Doll, she's a pescatarian, and that means she doesn't eat any meat except for fish. And yeah, like right now I'm not. I can't cut out my chicken, but I don't eat pork. So I kind of did what she did, but I just did it in my way. And yeah, another thing I did was I read. I looked up some of the books she told me to look up. I looked up a few of my own. One book that I read in particular is Secrets of a Former Fat Girl. Excuse me. It's by Lisa Delaney, and I hope you guys can see that. And it's just like telling from her point of view a very good story of when she decided to lose the weight, how she lost the weight, and yeah, I think it'd be a good read for anybody who is thinking about going on a weight loss journey. And from her book, I adopted a concept of I know, and it's INO, and it's not an option. So some days when I don't feel like working out, it's not an option, Kyla. You have to go. Or getting that piece of cake from the bar. It's not an option. Kyla, you know you don't need it. You know, like I know when to and when not to use. I know like if I sprain my ankle, okay, Kyla, I know don't work right now. I can't go. Like it's basically a common sense thing, but it's just a way to keep yourself focused and make sure you keep going. Another thing I did is I just eat healthier. I don't go by Atkins diet. I'm not on no carbs, nothing. I just eat healthier. I eat smarter. Like I don't go to the cafe and eat 6 pieces of bread or bread, chips, and dressing or something. Like I just make sure like I have a well balanced meal. I don't drink anything but water. I may have milk in my cereal, but that's it. I don't drink anything but water. I don't do Gatorades. I don't do teas, coffee, or anything. It's just water. And it has helped my skin improve tremendously. Like my skin complexion has actually lightened. Like I guess I was looking dull, but now I like have a brighter, like maybe glowy, clear skin. And yeah, I'm very impressed with that. And that's from drinking water. I drink water during my meal. I don't wait and eat and then drink. I might eat and then drink my water in between, just to make sure that I just don't sit there and overeat. Because water does help give you that sense of being full. I also know now when I actually get full. Like because I eat slower now, my brain has time to say, okay, you're getting full. You don't have to eat that last bite. You don't have to clean your plate every time you sit down at the table. Um, Let me see. I work out at least 4 to 5 times every week. Most of the time it's Monday through Friday, but let's say something comes up on Wednesday, I'll hit it Saturday or something like that. I do cardio for. When I first started off, I was doing cardio for 30 minutes, and since then I'm doing 35. I'm not doing intense cardio for. I'm doing enough to where I'm breaking a sweat. I'm not in there sitting in there talking on my cell phone. Like I'm actually heavy breathing and getting a good workout. But I'm not running miles. I'm walking. I do the treadmill. I do the elliptical and I do the bike. Mm, some days I would do just the treadmill. Some days I do just the elliptical. Some days I do just the bike. But A lot of days I'll do the treadmill for 10, the elliptical for 15, and back to the treadmill for 10, or do each one of them for 10 and then maybe jog for 5 minutes or something like that. 2 days out the week, I'll do some weight training. I don't do intense weight training, but I do enough to where I feel my muscles contracting. I may do a couple of ab exercises. I really enjoy the ball. I think the ball is a good investment for doing um, crunches and sit ups and stuff like that. It keeps you off the floor, and me with having problems with my coccyx bone, the floor is just not a very comfortable place for me. So yeah, that helps me out there. Um, I do a lot of arm weights with this. It's just a little 5 pound weight. You can find it at Walmart. Yeah, I mostly do that in my room. Like I'm just sitting there, like viewing videos on YouTube. Just pull out the weight. Just do something, anything, anything that when you're moving, even if it's not intense, it's helping out. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I also invested in a pair of uh, Easy Tone sneakers. After I got to minus, I think after I got to minus 25 pounds, I decided I'll treat myself with a pair of shoes. That's another thing I used. I used treats, like not as in snacks or food, but after I reach a goal or a milestone in my journey, I treat myself to something. It may be a new pair of exercise shorts after 5 pounds, or like I bought the Easy Tone shoes after I lost 25. It's something just to keep me motivated. Like I knew I wanted those shoes, and to get them, I was going to have to lose the 25 pounds. Now about what I'm eating. Since I am a college student and I'm not in a dorm room where I can cook my own meals and prepare my own food, I mostly eat in the cath or microwavables and cereal. So, like, I probably do a salad maybe for lunch 3 to 4 times a week. But I keep the salad pretty much changed up so I don't get bored with it. Like, I'll do a salad with grilled fish on it. Oh, it'd be so good. Anyway, I do a salad with grilled chicken, ham, turkey, anything like that. It's all fair game as long as you're not drenching it in heavy dressing. Um, the microwavables is pretty much um, lean cuisines. I do lean pockets, not the pepperoni ones, just the chicken. I think it's chicken enchiladas or something. Chicken quesadillas. That's what it is. Chicken quesadillas. I do a lot of Chef Boyardees with the whole serving of vegetables. I get the ones in the smaller can, not the full size ones, because they're enough for 2 people, and I just don't want to have a chance of overindulging. I do cereal for breakfast some days, or I do fruit. With fruit, it's kind of hard to keep fruit in my room because it spoils so easily. So when I go to buy fruit, I only buy a couple of pieces. So I have to eat it before it spoils. So yeah, I only get a couple of pieces of fruit, or I might do Nutri-Grain bars. Those have been doing good for me, and they give me a little sweet taste that I might be craving. For snacks, I mostly do popcorn or sun chips. I might have done cheese crackers, the ones that like your mom used to put in your lunchbox. It comes with a little stick and you just smooth the cheese on there. I do those from time to time. I'm not a fan of the 100 calorie packs. They're too sweet and they just make me want to eat the whole box. So I do not do those. But hey, it may work for you. I am not that strict on myself right now, and I know that I have the chance of overeating. So I just don't do those. The main thing that I said that I'm doing is counting calories. I make sure that I work off more than I'm taking in. I know that if today I didn't make it to the gym, I know that tonight I'm not going to have that gravy on those mashed potatoes or that extra piece of bread or nothing like that. I don't have time for. I don't have that into my calorie budget for that day. I also have an iPhone, and there's a great app on the iPhone called Lose It. It's a free download. It tells you all the calories in all your meals. I mean, it has grocery foods. You can make your own meals. It'll tell you the calories and everything. I think you should invest in that app. I also journal everything down in here. It's a little pocket-sized notebook that you can just keep and take with you everywhere, so that you can be accountable to what you eat. You don't eat unless you write it down. And sometimes that whole having to write it down on you having a whole good day. You ate an apple, drunk water, ate a bowl of cereal. You don't want to have on there apple water, cupcake. So just that whole sense of ruining a day will, kind of just make you do the right thing. Um, like I said, I'm not doing anything special, so I'm sorry if the video was like disappointing or something, but that is what's working for me, and it has helped me lose a good amount of weight. I'll be probably doing a weigh-in tomorrow instead of Sunday, instead of Monday, since the upcoming week is Thanksgiving break. My school is closing. I know I won't be able to put the video on from at home, so I'll probably update my weight tomorrow in the morning. Um, but yeah, I hope this helps anybody who is thinking about going on a weight loss journey. If you have any questions or anything that I did not cover, you can just shoot me a message and I'll respond. Or if you would like me to do another video, just ask and I will. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.